iPhone 6s teardown reveals that it's more water resistant than we thought. ZTE claims that the Huawei Nexus 6P needs to be a tad more original in its design. And Motorola provides its roadmap for Android 6.0 Marshmallow. I'm Jaime Rivera, rushing with work today so that I could honor Friday as I should. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begins with Motorola and Android 6.0 Marshmallow. The company has come clear as to its plans for updates and, in a nutshell, if you own any Moto X from last year or this year or Moto G, you are pretty much covered. But then in the case of the Moto E, we do not find it on the list. There is a link in the description with full details on which devices are getting it, but the problem is that we don't know when the software update will come, and we also hear that services like Moto Assist will no longer exist because Marshmallow covers these. Other official news come from Amazon. This is rather weird. The company that does everything, it sells everything in its store, has just confirmed that it will be pulling the Apple TV and also the Google Chromecast from its listing as of October 29 because these services do not offer you an easy way to get Amazon Prime Video. This is just crazy. The company has never really hindered sales from other products just because of competitive grounds, but it does seem that Amazon wants to play hardball. That's rather sad for the company. And for those of you that join me in not liking the design behind the Google Huawei Nexus 6P, we are not alone, as ZTE is now complaining that this design is unoriginal. According to the company, this device looks identical to, hear this, the Grand S from back in 2013. Now, these are two products that are from very different categories and very different years apart. But yeah, we could say that the design of this Nexus 6P is sadly uninspired. But hey, let's just see if this ends up in any sort of lawsuit. And just like we found a ton of leaks when it comes to the Microsoft Lumia 950 and 950 XL, we also know that the company is working on its Microsoft Surface Pro 4. And we've got some trusted sources that are claiming that Microsoft plans to bring a very smart frame to this design, up to the point where we might not see bezels on at least 3 of the corners of the device, or at least 2. It's going to be rather interesting to see what the argument will be with these, smart frames or smart bezels. What exactly is Microsoft planning to do? Because you have to hold the tablet somehow. Let's see how they plan to pull that off. And finally, the hot news of today are rather interesting, as instead of hearing of another gate like bent gate or antenna gate or whatever for the iPhone 6s, we actually have seen a ton of videos on YouTube that claim that the iPhone 6s is in fact waterproof. Up to the point where iFixit just tore it down again and just showed us exactly how is it that Apple has made waterproofing a thing with the iPhone 6s, even though the company hasn't really touted that it is. And it's rather interesting to see why Apple has not claimed that this device is waterproof. It just seems that the company is trying to protect it from replacements or swaps, or just make it usable for whenever they want to replace somebody's phone and then refurbish it. It's really hard to predict exactly why Apple wants to do this, but it does lead me to the question of the day. Do you care about your phone being waterproof today? Because in my case, I actually do. The problem is that devices like from Samsung are no longer supporting this. It's the main reason why I'd like to give a Sony device a try, but it's not a make or break thing for me, but it's something nice to have. Leave us a comment down below. What's your perspective? Friends, as always, you know the drill. If you want to get the news earlier before this video is filmed, make sure you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you next week.